Hi there, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Tu Nguyễn.
And I am Lucy. Today we will be talking about the differences between Vietnam visa on arrival, which means Vietnam visa VOA, and
Vietnam e-visa.
Yes, so for Vietnam visa VOA, it was issued by the Immigration Department early 2007.
And Vietnam e-visa is introduced in February 2017.
Next is the eligibility of those two kinds of visa. For VOA, it is applied for almost every country, and the requirement is that you have to travel by air only.
Yes. And what if you do not travel by air?
If you do not travel by air and you want to enter the country by sea or by land, so e-visa would be the
choice, right?
Yeah.
But mind you that at the moment, Vietnam e-visa is only applicable for 18 nationality only. So supposing that you are not traveling by air or you are not in the e-visa list, then the only solution is that you must obtain the Vietnam visa in advance at Vietnam Embassy or Vietnam Consulate abroad.
Yes, that's true. And next is the requirements for these two kinds of visa. So for VOA, you will need to submit us with the documents. First, we need the passport copy and the visa pages, and also the hotel booking, flight ticket, and your travel plan to Vietnam.
Yes. This means that you cannot submit Vietnam visa on arrival by yourself at Vietnam Immigration Department.
Yes,
you must
that's
get
right.
it done through a travel agency in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
Who will become the sponsor in getting the visa letter approved at Vietnam Immigration Department.
That's true.
And as for Vietnam e-visa, it is pretty simple. You just need a digital copy of the passport page, one-portrait photo of yourself, and of course, you need to submit a visa application form online, which is pretty simple. You just need to fill in some of the personal detail, as well as the travel information, including the entry, exit point, entry and exit date.
Right. And how it works, how VOA and e-visa work. For VOA, after submitting, first you will need to find a travel agent that could help you with your visa, and then you submit them with the requirements and pay for the service fee, and they will work as your sponsor company and get your visa granted with the Vietnam Immigration Department. And you bring the letter that is approved to the arrival airport and get your visa stamped.
Yeah, so in short, in conclusion, to get the Vietnam visa on arrival, the first step is that you need to obtain a Vietnam visa approval in advance, and this can be done through a travel agency in Vietnam, right?
Yes.
And with this letter, you will fly into Vietnam, collect the visa sticker upon arrival.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
And what about e-visa?
This is much more simple and straightforward. Let's say that for Vietnam e-visa, you can directly submit a visa form online at Vietnam Immigration website. That's one way. The second way is that you still can get it done through a travel agency in Vietnam. Once the Vietnam e-visa taken care of by Vietnam travel agency without any mistake or any hassle, you had better get it done through travel agency so that they can take care of the visa order, and you do not need to worry about any mistake.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
more important, they will be available to answer all the inquiries or any doubts about Vietnam visa.
Yeah, that's right. And also about the visa fee. For visa VOA, you will need to pay two kinds of fees. It is a service fee to pay for the travel agent that help get your visa granted, and the second fee is a stamping fee to pay in cash to the immigration officer at the arrival airport.
Yeah, that is for Vietnam visa on arrival. But for Vietnam e-visa, you just need to pay one fee. you just need to pay once. If you submit 8 Vietnam immigration website, each person just need to pay $25. And if you get it done through a visa agency in Vietnam or any agencies, of course you have to pay. Of course, you have to pay extra service fee for that agent, so they can take care of all the paperwork and get the Vietnam visa done.
And next is the visa validity for these two types. For Vietnam visa on arrival, we can get up to 25 days for tourist visa for you. You would need to contact the travel agent, so they would let you know that the exact amount of stay that they could ask for you. And for the business type of visa, travel agent now do not have the authority on working on that. You will need to have a sponsor company in Vietnam. So they will come in person to the immigration department and work on your visa.
Yes, and for the information, right now a business visa can valid up to 3 months.
Yes.
And one more thing I want to clarify with you that at the time of taking this video, the visa on arrival on tourism purpose still get pretty much restriction after COVID. As can be seen that the visa validity on tourist visa has been shortened compared to the visa on arrival before COVID.
Yes, before COVID, you could get like up to 3 months. So
even 6 months or 1 year.
Yeah, that's true. But now it is like 10 to 20 days, 25 days only.
Hopefully that in the near future, the Vietnam version will extend the validity of Vietnam visa on arrival, so tourists can enter Vietnam with a longer visa validity.
Yeah, that's right. How about Vietnam e-visa?
So you have only one option, this is 30 days single entry, and it's the same for all applicants.
Yes, that's true. And about the processing time, for VOA, it would take up to 10 working days for the normal service. So it is longer than before. So we advise you to make your travel plan ahead, so to avoid any hassle.
But the urgent service is also available, right?
Yes, the urgent service is available, so we could get it in 5 working days.
And as for Vietnam e-visa, if you submit directly on immigration website as they indicate on their website, the processing time take 3 working days. However, in fact, we can see that many clients, they have to wait like 4 or 5 working days, even longer if they make any mistake with their visa order. However, there's still you have another option. If you are traveling to Vietnam urgently, or if you realize any mistake in the visa at the last minute, you always can contact a reliable travel agency or visa agency in Vietnam. They will help you with expediting the Vietnam visa.
And where to apply for these 2 kinds of visa? As I mentioned, for VOA, you will need to contact a reliable travel agency to help you with, because you cannot apply directly with the immigration department.
Yeah, and for Vietnam visa, as you can see, you can directly submit at Vietnam Immigration Department, or else you can get it done through travel agencies for some extra money, but with much more benefit.
So for the next, for the entry part of Vietnam visa VOA, you can change it among international airports. So it should be no problem when you train for the airport.
Yeah. In another word, if you take Vietnam visa on arrival, the only option is to travel by air to Vietnam, right?
Yes.
And you can, the landing airport can be changeable as long as you can board the plane.
Oh.
As for Vietnam visa, at the moment it is accepted at 33 borders, including the air, the land, and also the seaport. However, you need to keep in mind that for traveling by air, you may switch between different airports as long as the airline accept it. But for the land border or for the seaport, you must stick to the same port that you mentioned in the e-visa.
Yeah, that's true. So we have mentioned the main differences between those kind of visa, and we hope that you could now have a picture of overall of these two kind of visa, and you could choose which one is suitable for you.
Yes, and again, thank you for watching our video, and we hope to see you next time.
Yes.
Bye for
Bye.
now.